Hi, pre-K families. Mrs. Tran here. This week is on our How To Tuesday. We're going to learn all about how to manage our feelings. In pre-K, this week we're learning about feelings, and we're going to talk about the importance of taking care of ourselves and keeping healthy mentally and emotionally during this time. So really focusing deeply on those emotions and feelings. On our How To Tuesday, we have a very special guest, Mrs. Colven. And Mrs. Colven is our VP and student support teacher here at Empire School. So together we're going to discuss some strategies that can be used at home to help with these many feelings you may be feeling and experiencing. So let's give a warm welcome to our guest, Mrs. Colven.
Hello, pre-K families. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, so during this How To Tuesday, we're gonna have a couple of interview questions. So we're gonna ask her some different things, a little bit about her, and also some strategies that she can teach us at home on how to deal with these feelings that we might be experiencing. So first, we're gonna get to know her a little bit. So Mrs. Colvin, what is the role of an SST?
Well, an SST is a student support teacher. So my number one job is to help kids. And sometimes that means helping them with their reading or their learning. And sometimes it means helping them with their feelings and their emotions at school.
Awesome. So how many years have you been an SST?
Well, I've been an SST for 4 years, but I've been a teacher at Empire for about 8 years. So been here a while, seen lots of kids and families.
Awesome. And what's your favorite part about this role?
My favorite part is that I get to see how much kids grow. And sometimes it's just so incredible to see the progress that a child can make in such a short period of time. It's really rewarding.
I agree. Yes, it is. Very rewarding job. Okay, so we're going to get into some of the strategies on how to manage your feelings. And Mrs. Colvin has lots of experience, so she's going to share some of these strategies with us. So our first question is, what is something you can do if you are feeling worried?
That's a great question, Mrs. Tran, especially in this time, because I know parents are probably feeling worried, but kids are worried too. And kids pick up when their parents or adults that are in their life are stressed. The kids pick up on that and they worry as well. So if you're feeling worried, my number one advice would be to talk about it. You have to say how you're feeling in order to feel better, right? So make sure that you're being honest with those worried feelings and talk about it with someone you trust. And if it's a little one in your home, just give them a little grace and know that they're maybe going through a tough time too, and talk to them about what's going on in a way that's appropriate for their age level. But don't just push it under the rug and carry on. Have that conversation with your little one.
I agree. That's excellent advice. Very good. Okay, so our second question for you is, what is a strategy if you're feeling angry or frustrated? So right now, lots of our students might be cooped up with their siblings, or they might be, on their own, so they might be feeling really angry or frustrated. So what are some things that you think they could do at home to deal with these feelings?
That's a great question. Well, I would say sometimes, I know it can be tricky when we're cooped up in the house, but just some time by yourself is nice to kind of calm your anger or frustration, or getting outside and burning off a little bit of that steam is always nice. Another strategy that is super helpful sometimes for kids is, and it actually goes with your 5 senses that you've been learning about, is think about 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can hear, 3 things that you can touch, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And that's a super handy strategy for any emotion that a child or even an adult might be feeling. It just helps you to feel grounded and come back a little bit to your kind of level emotions when you've been um, kind of dysregulated. So that's always helpful. Another good one is have a big cold drink of water, or step outside and take a few deep breaths of fresh air. Just that change in scene or temperature sometimes can trigger your brain to relax.
Awesome. Yeah, and those are really helpful strategies because they, like you said, take away from maybe the bigger thing that's happening and help you focus on something else that is, you know, important too. So awesome. Thank you. Our next question for you is, what is something you can do if you're feeling sad? So a lot of us might be feeling sad, like I know you and I are both feeling sad right now that we can't be at school with our little learners. So what can you do if you're feeling sad? And I really like this question. We talked about it before, is it okay to cry if you're feeling sad?
Mm. It's always okay to cry. Tears are really healing for everyone. And so it's it's totally fine. If you need to cry, sometimes that can be very cleansing and healing for you. Um, so don't be afraid of tears. And um, as for being sad, sometimes showing gratitude is a great way to kind of bust out of that sad feeling. So think about things that you're grateful for, or reach out and do something kind for someone else, which is a little bit limited in what we can do right now. But maybe you could make a picture for grandma, or FaceTime your auntie, or my niece, she sends me a silly boomerang on Instagram every night, and then whatever silly face she makes, I try and send back to her, which is really funny when you're a grown up. So just silly little things like that can really cheer you up. I know I look forward to Mava's little video she sends me every day. It totally brightens my day. So just those little things I think can help us to feel less sad and more connected to each other during this time.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Okay, so our last question for you is, what are two important pieces of advices of advices that you have for our families during this time?
Well, I would say that you are doing great. Whatever you've done, whatever you're planning, whatever you're moving forward with, you are doing fine. Love those little learners at home. Do things with them, talk to them, read a story, snuggle, play outside. You know, that's what's important right now. We'll worry about the learning when we come back to school in September. And, Mrs. Tran's doing a great job staying connected with all of our pre-K families, and take advantage of that. But above all, take care of yourselves and your families, and just enjoy this time at home as much as we can. It's almost a blessing, really. When would we have another chance to slow down this way and really focus on what truly matters in our lives? And right now, that's our family and each other, and, just not taking those things for granted. I know I will never take another grocery shopping trip for granted, or another hug from my mom, or all those things, right? So just focusing on gratitude and kindness and staying centered.
Well, awesome. Thanks so much for your advice, as I couldn't say it before. But, okay. So I just want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Colven for joining us today. She's an amazing asset to us here at Empire School, and we love her here. And thank you everyone for watching this week's episode of How to Manage Your Feelings. I'm hoping that these strategies at home can help you through these hard times. And we just want you to know that everyone's experiencing all these difficult feelings right now, and we're really here to support you. So if you guys need anything, us staff here at Empire School, we're here to support you. If you need to talk to myself or Mrs. Colvin, we just want you to know we're all in this together right now, and we're hoping that you guys are staying safe and healthy, and we really want you guys to take care out there. Okay, so it was nice of you guys to join us tonight. So thank you, and we'll say our goodbyes. Okay, goodbye.
It's so nice to be here. Thank you, pre-K families, and thank you, Mrs. Tran.
Thank you.